You walk up to the gate. You don't reach for your phone. You don't pull out a ticket. You just look up. A camera looks back, and in less than a second, it knows exactly who you are. Welcome to the 2026 World Cup, the most watched tournament in history, and not in the way you think, because you came to watch the football. But the whole time, something was watching you. Let's be clear about what's actually been built here. This isn't a few extra cameras. Across stadiums in the United States, Canada, and Mexico, this World Cup is running facial recognition at the gates. AI cameras reading the crowd, robot security dogs on patrol, counter-drone systems scanning the sky. Experts are calling it the most surveilled sporting event in human history. Not one of the most. At venues like Gillette in Boston, Hard Rock in Miami, and Mercedes-Benz in Atlanta, you don't even need a ticket anymore. You walk in with your face. You pay with your face. It's fast. It's easy. It feels like the future. And that's exactly the point. Because the easier they make it, the less you think about what you're handing over. But here's where the picture changes completely. That selfie you uploaded to skip the line, it didn't disappear after the gate. The moment you turned your face into a key, you turned your body into data. And the question nobody at that turnstile is answering is a simple one. Where does that data go? How long do they keep it? And who, exactly, gets to look at it? Because the people walking through those gates have no way to find out. No clear answer on how long their face is stored. No answer on where it's kept. No answer on who it's shared with. You gave them your face in 1 second. They could keep it for years. And it gets worse the deeper you go. In several host cities, that biometric data doesn't sit on some secure government server you could hold accountable. It sits on private networks, beyond local regulatory control, owned by companies, out of public reach. Then there's the money, because this didn't come cheap. The US government poured $115 million into counter-drone technology alone, part of a total security spend of $365 million. And those counter-drone systems? Researchers warn they may sweep up data from phones in the area, not the target's phone, any phone, including yours. In Seattle, the city approved 22 new cameras around the stadium district, feeds that record everything, retain everything, and make all of it searchable. But the part that should stop you cold is who's been warning about this. This isn't a conspiracy theory. The American Civil Liberties Union, the ACLU, issued travel advisories, warning foreign fans about increased surveillance and about the possibility that their data could be shared with immigration enforcement. Read that again. You fly across the world to watch a football match, and a civil rights organization has to warn you that your face might end up in the hands of ICE. And if you're telling yourself it's fine, because it's just for the tournament, it all gets switched off when the trophy is lifted. Here's the truth. It doesn't. Look at Qatar. The 2022 World Cup deployed over 15,000 cameras. Those cameras are still running. Today. Years later. That's the part they don't put on the brochure. Privacy experts have a word for what's really happening here. They call it infrastructure. Something built to outlast the event that justified it. Translation? Your local stadium keeps the facial recognition. Your city keeps the command center. Your neighborhood keeps the expanded camera network. The World Cup ends. The surveillance stays. And this is just the beginning, because the same countries running this tournament are hosting the next one, and the Olympics after that. Every one of these events is a reason to add more cameras, more scanners, more systems, and none of them ever really come down. The 2026 World Cup isn't just a tournament, it's a test of how much watching people will accept, as long as you tell them it's for their safety. And right now, we're passing that test for them. So I want to hear from you. Is this just the price of keeping millions of people safe? Or did we just hand over the most personal thing we have, our own faces, without anyone really asking us first? Drop your answer in the comments. I read them. And subscribe. Because the deeper you look into how this tournament is being run, the stranger it gets. The security, the visas, the teams treated like suspects. It's all connected. And trust me, this is not the last thing they don't want you looking at. See you in the next one.